Just before I start this video, I just want to say I don't condone cheating whatsoever, mostly because it doesn't get you anywhere. I've cheated a couple of times and I'm working a retail job where I could have been working in a really big office making a decent wage. So with everyone going back to school after the Easter holidays, I just want to say good luck to you, because trust me, if you're in your final year of school, everything's going to be cramming down for your final exams, and there will be people who try and cheat. Now, I've done this a couple of times. I never really wanted to. It was just with subjects that I knew I was going to fail. Basically, when I was in school, I was very bad at English, maths, and sadly science, which, oddly enough, there was actually just one exam for science. It wasn't that hard now that I look back on it. It was just sort of, I panicked because I was bad at those three subjects, and those are the three main subjects that British schools encourage everyone to try and get as good a mark as possible. You've clicked on this video because you want to hear how I cheated in an exam. Well, I will say it's not exactly the most creative thing. It was mostly a mixture of luck and slight cheatiness. Pretty much the day before a maths exam, we were all waiting outside the classroom. The teacher was just putting away some papers, and I knew he had the answer sheets because he always usually tries to keep the sheets close to him just in case, and try and give us little snippets of what's on the exam to try and teach us. And I knew he kept it underneath his little folder that has everyone's names for roll call. So I was constantly thinking, if I could get a hold of that sheet of paper, I could actually pass this exam. But the problem is, he had it with him all the time, so I needed to think of a way to get him away from it. And just when I had that thought pop into my head, what happens? Two lads, a couple of classes down the bloody hallway, start kicking up a fight. So I think, this is my perfect chance. I rush into the classroom, tell the teacher that there's a fight going on. He rushes out, and while he's out dealing with a fight, I suddenly went into 007 super spy mode. While he was distracted, I snuck up to the desk, quickly looked at the answer sheets. I knew I couldn't memorize it because it was a multiple choice test, so there was a bunch of different answers. So I got out my phone, took a quick picture of it, put it back as good as where it were as I could, and quickly ran back out the classroom. And he did not know what happened, so I was in the clear. So when I got home that night, I was ragging my brain thinking how I could cheat. Should I carry a piece of paper in my front pocket, so when he's not looking, I could quickly sneak a peek at the answers? I knew straight away that wasn't going to work because he watched us like a hawk. So I thought, I need to be a bit more creative. Should I just hide it under my sleeve and casually scratch the back of my head whenever I wanted to take a quick peek at it? I thought that wasn't going to work because we only had short sleeve shirts at the time, so trying to hide it in a shirt sleeve weren't going to happen. So I was sitting there for 2 hours thinking, how do I do this? And then I got the weirdest idea. I'll write the answers on my wrist, but hide it somewhere the teacher won't expect. When most people cheat, they like to write the answers sort of here, because when you rest your arm on the desk while you're doing the exam, you could just peek at it. I did a reversal and wrote it right here, and thanks to this watch that hid the answers, every time I wanted an answer, I just lifted it up a tiny bit, looked underneath, and jotted down the answer. Now you're thinking, but the test would have had a lot of questions and a lot of different answers, so what the hell could I have done? I created a little sort of cheat key sheet. Basically, in multiple choice exams, you get to choose between one of 4 answers. So I came up with the little cheat code of, as long as I do it going downwards, I could actually get at least a good 70% of this exam done before I ran out of space for the cheats. So I came up with the little cheat of 1 hash means option 1, a dot means option 2, a straight line across means 3, and a tiny little X means option 4. And I kept that going all the way down my wrist till I had at least a good 25 to 30 answers just hidden away underneath my watch. It's safe to say I did pass that exam, but that was the only exam I actually cheated on, and there was 3 maths exams in total. So I only got a grade C at the end of the year, which if I didn't cheat I would have gotten a D or even lower. I don't condone cheating, but with the way schools act, they kind of encourage it. Because my brain worked on the fact that they said, if you get caught cheating, I just made sure I didn't get caught.